Yo, welcome on in. What's up? This is Sub Me In here. Pretty much a show where I'm talking about the things that I like. So a lot of times it's gonna be football, like soccer, movies, and video games. So it's gonna be like news, stories, thoughts, things like that. It's pretty much it. That's what it's pretty much all about. So I'm excited. We got some good stuff going on this week or the past week. And just so you know, you probably noticed this already with the previous one with 41. I broke it into like parts, and I didn't even talk about football because originally it kind of like I had to change things out because it was like we were talking about Neymar being potentially offered on loan to Barcelona, but over the weekend all of that changed, and that's pretty much when I was editing the video. So it's gonna be I'm bringing it into parts just in case stuff like that happens, and then that's just how it works. So make sure to check out the other parts, the other videos. I will say this: we're gonna be talking about in football. We're gonna be talking about Neymar and what I think about like his move to Al Hilal, and then movies. Just so you know, it's gonna be we're gonna go over the movie that's gonna be coming on, Napoleon, with Joaquin Phoenix. And then for video games, we're going to be talking about Xbox 360 shutting down the store and upcoming PS5 games, pretty much. Kind of what we did with like the Switch, but we're going with PS5. You know, whatever's coming out in August to potentially winter, I believe. And then maybe something next year. But yeah, let's go in with some football news. That's what we're going to be talking about here. So Neymar. Going back into Neymar. All right, so I will have parts like what I was thinking of, like what maybe potentially what if he would have gone on loan with Barcelona. They wanted to get, I think, like the story was Barcelona wanted to get him on loan for like 52 million pounds, and then potentially buy him again. Right, that was the plan because of like they have to make cuts, their financial wages and everything with like the players they have. That was the whole plan. So I'll probably still put that into this video, some parts that I was talking about. But, over the weekend, that same weekend that I was working on the video, there was talks about him. I mean, there was already still talks about it, and I was thinking, like, I even had my opinion, like, it's not going to happen. No way. No way it's going to happen. I'm going to get some little screenshots here. But it did happen. He did end up going to Al Hilal. I showed my preferences. I talked about like it's not a good move for him to do, and I stand by that. But let's do this. So Neymar joins Al Hilal on a $300 million package, record salary in 2 years. Has been confirmed. Salary could go up to a potential $400 million total until 2025, based on add-ons and commercial deals. The deal was completed by his father, Neymar Pai, and the super agent Bini Zahavi. It just goes off with let's see what they talk about. The former Barcelona man had just returned from a long-term injury absence, brought on by his reconstructive ankle ligament surgery when reports filtered through last week that the League One champions had told him to find a new club. It went off with they're kind of going off like Luis Enrique wants to kind of focus on quick play and younger athletes, pretty much. So Neymar was not in his plans. Neymar then reached an agreement over a 2-year contract with Al Hilal, with the Saudi sovereign wealth fund-owned club having previously attempted to sign Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. He will earn 160 million euros a year at the Riyadh-based team, where he will notably play alongside Kalidou Koulibaly, Ruben Neves, and former Bordeaux winger Malcolm. PSG will reportedly recoup a significant amount of the world record transfer fee they paid the Blaugrana back in 2017. Oh yeah, he was pretty expensive when they bought him, with L'Equipe indicating that Al Hilal have paid out 80 million euros to bring him in. Let's see. The Brazilian was seen speaking to the Saudi club fans in a video on their social media pages, where he is heard saying, "I am here in Saudi Arabia." Neymar has left PSG after agreeing to a 2-year deal with PIF-backed club, one that is understood to be worth 130 million pounds a year. He becomes the latest superstar to make the switch to the kingdom, following the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, and Sadio Mane to the club's biggest emerging football division. He projected the possibility of a loan move to his former club Barcelona, which would have included an option to buy him outright next year. Yup. Talked about that. Here are my thoughts about that. I think I've already said this before, I think the better move would have been to go to Barcelona, still play in the Champions League, and still play in Europe, play competitive football, up until the World Cup of 2026, right? I think that would have been the right move. He could still play and win possibly more honors. There was something that I found interesting as well. Based on that, lack of major honors is Neymar the most disappointing Brazilian legends compared to the other legends. So Neymar leaves Europe and starts to play in Saudi Arabia at the age of 31 without World Cup or Ballon d'Or. Two things that he missed out on so far. He has been in the top 3, I think 5 times. I'm not too sure. I just know. I believe it was 5 times. Might have been top 10, not top 3. So national and personal achievements of Brazilian football legends. So it kind of shows what other big top players from Brazil achieved. So Pelé won 3 World Cups. Obviously he only played in Brazil. Romario won 1 World Cup, 3 Copa Americas, 1-time FIFA World Player of the Year. And Ronaldo won 2 World Cups, 2 Copa America, 2 times Ballon d'Or winner, 3 times FIFA World Player of the Year. I feel like he accomplished the most out of everybody. I mean, besides Pelé with 3 World Cups, but even then, 2 World Cups is pretty close to 3, and then he actually did get 2 Ballon d'Ors and FIFA Player of the Year. Ronaldinho, my GOAT, won 1 World Cup, 1 Copa America, 1-time Ballon d'Or winner, and 2 times FIFA World Player of the Year. Kaká, 1 World Cup, 1-time Ballon d'Or winner, 1-time FIFA World Player of the Year, and then Neymar only has 1 Olympic gold medal and then 1 FIFA Confederations Cup. This is pretty much mostly international honors. It's not really counting what everybody else won in their leagues and everything, club accomplishments. It's mostly Brazil accomplishments. So yeah, compared to in international honors, yes, he is lacking compared to the rest. So I think this article was trying to throw off they threw votes and everything did he have a lackluster career? I think that's what it's trying to put out compared to these guys. Now it's only doing with Brazil, not at club accomplishments, right? So I feel like 2 ways in this. Yes, if you think about it internationally, compared to those guys, yes, he is the least successful of the Brazilian stars, I guess. When you're talking about legends of Brazil. But I think he still had a successful career, because if you think about it, I got some points here. Did a couple of research now. Neymar at 23, he won the treble with Barcelona. And I was talking about him, Messi, and Suarez were a deadly trio up front at that time. I think it was crazy, and I was happy, as a Madrid fan, that he left, because he got rid of that trio, right? But at the same time, I still thought the move to PSG was the wrong move. One, moving to a oil club like that you weren't going to be successful. It showed it he wasn't, because he only won League One trophies, and that's about it. They brought him in obviously to potentially get them a Champions League. They're kind of the same way how they brought Mbappe and Messi in, but to their I guess what they wanted to accomplish, it didn't help. But going off of that, he did win Champions League, and then he won it as a top scorer. At 23, he won 2 La Liga titles. I think was that the time. Was that when he won the gold medal? I guess it's like up to like the age of 23. He won the Olympic gold medal with Brazil, and then he also won a Confederations Cup, and then he has been in the Ballon d'Or top 10 at least 5 times. I believe he was on the top 3 at one point. Yeah, he should have been at one point. I think he got 3rd place. And then he also won a Puskas Award. So, and that's all up until 23. So compare that to like you can say that same thing with like Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. When they were 23, they already accomplished a lot of stuff. Compared to like Mbappe and Haaland, when they were 23, it wasn't as many accomplishments as they did. It sucks that they were in the Messi and Ronaldo era, right? Like, I think that was the biggest factor. Like, this is the era where both of them dominated, and it just wasn't like, I guess you can say that's the reason why, Neymar never won Ballon d'Or, even though he had the potential to, or even one like had more accomplishments, I guess. But it is kind of sad, him leaving to Al Hilal. It's not the right move. I think even as a Madrid fan, I even said it in the previous footage, like, should have gone to, I think Barcelona would have been the right move, because 31 still has maybe like 2 years to be able to accomplish a little bit more in the top competitive European football, right? Whereas like you can say, well, yeah, but Ronaldo went to Saudi to Saudi Arabia, but he's like already like what 30, 37, and then Messi also going to the MLS. But again, both of them already, you can say already had a successful career. Messi especially, like, he already completed football, so it's okay for him to go to. I think it's okay for him to go to the MLS and just kind of do what he's doing, just kind of relax and enjoy the rest of his football career, which I feel like he didn't at PSG, I think they were still trying to pressure him a lot, and then, yeah. It's kind of the same thing with Ronaldo, just kind of just go somewhere else and just enjoy the rest of your football career. So it's crazy, with the whole, everybody's going to Saudi Arabia for the money. Especially when you're still like, yeah, in FIFA 23, like, I try to get rid of anybody who's out of their prime. But that's only because I'm trying to do like a road to glory with just rebuilding a team of like just anybody who's 25 and under, youngsters. Kind of like the movie Miracle, if you've ever seen that with the hockey team. That's kind of like the whole point of it. It's nothing like, hey, these guys are done, basically. No, that's not how it is. You still got some. I think 35 is when you're still, you can still do things. You can still play competitively. It's crazy to think, like, when you're a football player, like when you're an athlete, and at 30 years old, that's when you're supposed to be like, you're too old. It's crazy to think, like, they're healthy at 30, so compared to like an average person, right? So I don't know, I think it wasn't the right move for him. I think he went for the money. Maybe he felt like, hey, I was in this era of the Messi and Ronaldo, there's no way I'm going to accomplish anymore. Mbappe and Haaland, all these other youngsters are coming in. Vinny Jr., Jude Bellingham, they're just going to take it and everything. So I don't know what he was thinking, but maybe he's just trying to get the money. So just get paid, basically. That's pretty much it. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Did Neymar do the right move to Al Hilal? If not, or not? It's heartbreaking. That's pretty much it. It's heartbreaking. Hurts. It hurts. But I don't think he had a, I don't know if anybody is saying like he had a pretty bad career. Like, he didn't have a bad career. It's just Messi and Ronaldo around, and you just had to like, yeah, that's just a tough wall to kind of like jump over, you know, take down. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And just so you know, on the next part, we're going to be talking about Napoleon, the movie, and then Xbox 360 store shutting down, and then upcoming PS5 games. So stay tuned for those, or keep an eye out for those, pretty much. Check out other videos. I'm playing FIFA 23 Career Mode Season 1. It's Road to Glory with Portsmouth. I'm also playing some retro games. And follow me on social media. That's pretty much it. Right now, the goal is to grow the channel. So have a good one. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one.